But also just to know that like people that I really value in my life also value this content. It's like, it's so nice.
Or when I meet people and they're like, I'm a pelvic freak. And I'm like, oh my God.
Literally.
Or I have patients that come and they're like, I found you from your podcast. That is like always so exciting for me.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You're listening to The Pelvic Freak Show
with your hosts, Amanda Neary and Hannah Meyer. Hey, pelvic freaks. Welcome back to another episode of The Pelvic Freak Show.
Where you're freaks for us and we're freaks for your pelvis, baby.
Hannah and I are so excited because today is our 100th episode that we've recorded.
Which is actually freaking insane.
Like 100 times we've done this.
That's wild.
And we haven't tried to actually kill each other yet.
We've only tried to kill each other maybe twice.
Maybe twice, and it was like pretty good. Maybe 3 times.
We do good at getting through it.
Yeah, we do.
And now we're in our own studio.
We're in our own studio.
Which is really cool. And we put these curtains up behind us.
She's so cute. We love her.
So thank you guys for supporting us for 100 episodes. We've been through so many changes since the beginning. We've changed the name of our show. We're probably going to just continue to change until we're perfect. And that'll never happen. So it'll probably just keep changing and getting better.
We are a working title. That's what they call it. Like we're like a working show.
Yeah,
so
we're
working, but we are subject to change and adaptation.
Which is really exciting.
But we recognize that there are a lot of people listening that don't really know us or haven't listened to, honestly, don't even go back to those first episodes. We were just learning how to podcast.
Yeah. Do we keep those up?
Yes.
We need to.
You have to.
So it shows our growth so much, probably.
Yeah, and it's good to have a vault for people to kind of binge and go back to. But today we want to do a get to know you for us a little bit. So anyone that's new, that maybe you were drawn to this podcast because we talk about pelvic health, but you're also like, who the fuck are they and why should I listen to them? We're going to tell you just a little bit about us, and it's going to be very personal. We're going to give you some insight into our lives that we don't do on all of our episodes. We're pretty personable, but sometimes we forget to really give life updates for people.
No, for real. So let us know what you guys want to know from us because we're pretty much an open book at this point.
Yeah, we're pretty open to saying anything. We just get so passionate about pelvic health and women's health and what's going on in the world that sometimes we forget to like actually tell you about us and why you should even be listening to us in the first place.
No, I literally had an eval. I had an eval the other day and I think I was just like explaining stuff so much. She was like, oh, you're really into this, right? She's like, I can tell that you're just like really into this. And I was like,
I love that.
I honestly am, but I do need to tone down my excitement a little bit.
We do get so
you
excited.
have pain? Let me tell you everything. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I know, talking about the pain pathway.
I just be yapping, which is good that we have this so I can get it out of my system a bit.
I think first up, maybe we do talk a little bit about healthcare, but in a fun, like get to know us way. So
yeah.
What would you say your healthcare villain origin story is?
I would say probably how terrible of a student I was in grad school. Specifically.
Why do you feel like it made you a villain? Because like your classmates?
A villain to my classmates saw me as a villain.
Yeah, who saw you as a villain?
I feel like people definitely looked at me and were like, oh, she's really not trying at all. Like she really don't be caring. Mm-hmm. But I was like, yeah, but like I don't care about this stuff, guys. I care about the stuff that you guys all don't want to say right now. Mm-hmm. And that's what made me realize I wanted to go into pelvic health.
Yeah.
Truly. People ask me that all the time and I'm just like, nothing else truly interested me, and this shit like really interests me a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's like stuff that no one talks about at all. Like, yeah, like I think like the fundamentals of PT school like are so important, and that made me a great provider up, and like it gave me the fundamental skills, like ortho skills, everything like that. But we're not making good pelvic health PTs in PT school. No. Like we're making good pelvic health PTs of people that just truly care about this stuff and like go out of their way to learn as much as they can.
I don't even think we're making good PTs in PT school.
PT, yeah. What even is it?
So my villain origin story is also PT school. Not because I was a bad student, but because I think it made me like, no, I was a great student.
No, you were. I was a good. Okay, here's the thing. I didn't know I had ADHD at the time.
Yeah.
So it took stuff to like, it takes for me to get that hit of dopamine to be like, because I'm a good student when it's stuff that I really care about.
Right.
But like, so when it was like, oh, learning about the urinary system and like everything, I was like, oh yeah, give me some of that. But like, if it was like about, I don't know.
I mean, that's anyone. Like,
Yeah,
there's
like
things I
peds.
was not interested in at all.
But there's some people that are just like, they have that drive and like, I couldn't get it.
Yeah. But no, in my experience, I was a good student, but PT school is what made me like an enemy of the state. Like, I feel like PT school, seeing how the healthcare system worked. And mind you, I was in the UK, so I saw the benefits of universal healthcare and what the US was not doing, and the differences in insurance billing and self-pay and like everything that was different in the US to the UK. And it made me like immediately come back here and say, okay, what can I change about this healthcare system?
Yeah.
So that's my like US villain origin story for healthcare.
I would say too, just like grad school frustrated me with like trying to get a rotation. Why did they make it so hard? Why did they have these like dumb rules of like you have to go out of state for one rotation?
Yeah,
when like
so
people
weird.
are like paying thousands of dollars in rent in Chicago and like, and then they like, oh, but you have to do like one rotation like a certain miles away, and then it just like makes it harder for people.
Yeah, it's stupid.
To like get the I don't know, it's just like so many like stupid rules that I had to attend to. And I was like, well, I know I want to go to pelvic health. Why can't I do like a pelvic health rotation? And I had to like literally like work the system in order to get it, you know, versus like the people in my program being like, oh, like I want to help you succeed and get you what you want. It's more like you have to like complete all these tasks first and then you can maybe get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm not really good at following rules sometimes when I like know it could be better.
Right. All right, let's move on because we got to get to more fun stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah. We're talking so much. This is going to be such a long episode.
I'm like, this is going to be a really long episode if that's one question. Okay, hot takes in healthcare.
Should I pull up these questions too so I can read you some?
Yeah, for sure.
I hot takes in healthcare. Oh yeah, I have a big one. Okay, my hot take. I don't think asking questions about diet and water intake are as important as a pelvic floor PT as we've made it seem. I think like obviously if like you have a patient that's drinking like 12 sodas a day, it's like, okay, man, let's cut it down, you know, like those. But I don't think we need to focus on it as much as nervous system regulation. And I think we touched on this a lot with the Callie K episode, which she's a dietitian, and how she like opened my mind so much, how she focuses her whole program is like nervous system regulation as a dietitian. Like, yeah, the diet's important, but a lot of times when you tend to the diet and like you're so focused on like meeting these like specific goals, it's so restrictive. Sometimes people are cutting things out more. It adds to more stress, more cortisol. Like you can't be perfect every day. If you focus more on like nervous system regulation and getting down to the root of that, I think there's so many more important questions we could ask that we're missing because we're following just like a structured template of like, you need to ask this. And I'm like, I'm not even like worried about it as much because I know there's way bigger issues that we can address.
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know. That's my hot take.
Yeah. No,
Like
it's
obviously
a little
drink
hot.
your water. Obviously
think-
drink your water. But I think that we're not asking enough about nervous system regulation.
Yes. Nervous system regulation, super important. I do think water is important for a handful of patients.
For sure.
Depending on like what their activity levels are and what their triggers are. Because if they're coming in with pelvic floor dysfunction, like I don't have pelvic floor dysfunction, so I can go 3 days with being dehydrated and it doesn't impact me. But if I did, it might impact me more. Yeah. No, that's a good one. That is a good one.
But anyways, yeah.
No, that's good. That's really good.
What's your hot take?
My hot take is that like I'm so frustrated with the medical. My hot take on here is doctors suck, but it's not actually. It's not the doctors that are the problem. It's like the medical system, which is kind of going off of my villain origin story one. But doctors are set up to fail in the system that they're in, to see too many patients, prescribe, like they get paid based on the meds they prescribe. We're not gonna be delivering the best quality care if like our success is tied to how many diagnoses codes. We bill it's billing. It's all insurance and billing and for-profit healthcare. That's the issue. But it sucks because as individual providers, I've just heard so many patients with a horror story from a doctor. And I just had one recently. Like I sent you a voice note crying about my experience at a new gynecologist.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It just like,
we haven't talked about that yet.
I'm just so frustrated by the medical system. And I hate it.
I know. And I think that's why I like so much being a leader for a clinic, because like I've seen that before and I don't want to be that way for people.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be the clinic that you show up and we're like, sorry, bye.
Yeah.
You can't be seen today.
Yeah. And
Do you want to tell your story of what happened?
I can tell it briefly.
Oh yeah.
But
do like a little like brush over it if you will.
Did I not tell it on the pod?
You didn't, dude.
Dang.
I know, right?
Yeah. So my gynecologist, long story short, moved to Canada. So I needed a new gynecologist. I've been with her since I was 18. She's great. I was highly recommended to a gynecologist based out of Northwestern in Chicago. And I booked my appointment 3 months in advance and filled out my paperwork in advance, paid my copay before going, saw that they had a strict like arrive 15 minutes early to do your paperwork policy. And it did say on there, like, try to arrive on time 15 minutes early or we might have to reschedule. So I did everything in advance so that I would have as much time as possible because I know parking over there sucks, but I gave myself like extra time to go park. And I was driving around the block. It was encroaching into the 15-minute window. So I called the office from my car while I was still trying to find parking. And I said, hey, I'm here for my appointment. I'm looking for a spot. I just want to make sure I can still come because I know that you have a strict arrival policy. And I was like, I filled out my paperwork and paid my copay online. And they said, just try to find a spot, get here as soon as you can. Like, it should be fine. As I was on the phone, I saw a spot. So I was like, okay, I'm parking now and I'm going to run over. And I think I had like 10 minutes to get there. But I was 3 blocks away and I had to cross Michigan Avenue. So I had to like wait for all the lights to turn. And I literally ended up sprinting the last block because I was like, okay, I have like 3 minutes to get there. I get into the lobby a minute before my appointment. So I'm at the building on time. Everything's filled out. Everything's done. The elevator is slow and it takes a while for me to get up to the floor. So I walk in maybe a minute late. It was literally 1 minute late. I think my appointment was 2:15 and it was 2:16. And I walk up to the desk and I was like, hey, I'm Amanda. I just called. I got here as fast as I could. Everything's filled out already. And she was like, okay, yeah. And she's like, okay, give me a second. Like, calls the physician and is like, your patient's here. Didn't explain that like all my stuff was ready. Like she was just like, patient's here. And then she hangs up. She's like, yeah, we're gonna have to reschedule you because she's just really strict about her schedule.
I would be fuming.
I didn't even know how to respond to that because one, we have a practice, right? So like we would never treat a patient that way. So comparing it is just really hard to be in those shoes and know how we treat patients and then how I was being treated. And it's not like, my big thing is like, it's not like I rolled in with a Starbucks coffee in hand, like didn't realize what time it was, didn't do my paperwork, still had to pay my copay. It was going to take an extra 15 minutes to get ready. Like I was basically on time. I was at the building on time, ready to go back for my appointment, didn't have to do shit, like was hustling my ass off to get there, called you in advance. Like you need to have nuance in how you treat patients.
And for how long you have to wait to see a gynecologist.
I know. And I have HPV, high risk strain. So I have to have an annual pap smear. I'm also freezing my eggs this year. So they need me to do certain testing, like STI testing on paper within a certain time frame before I get my egg retrieval. And now I have to go do that somewhere else because I missed this appointment. It's set back so many things that are really important to me this year where I was like, I just feel so emotional. And I feel like I'm being reprimanded for being a bad patient when I'm like, I know that I'm a good patient. So it was so annoying. Not that you have to be a good patient. You literally don't. It's not your job to. But I was like, I showed up and I was ready for this.
Yeah.
So annoying.
No, that's terrible. And we live in Chicago.
Yeah.
No one's on time.
I mean, if
traffic, people crossing the street.
If your office is in River North, give me a break.
And if your office if your office is in River North, if your office is downtown, if your office is not as walk up, like you have to take an elevator up, you have to get to another floor, there's a door code. Give me like 5 minutes, man. I got to figure this out.
Literally, I have to enter the building and get to the office.
Like when people show up to our clinic, because we're on the second floor, and if they're like 5 minutes late, they're like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, listen, I get it. You got to park. You got to get up the stairs. You got to find which floor. You know what I mean? Like you just got to figure it out. There's a second door you got to go through. I get it, man.
I get
your first time coming.
They could have late charged me. I would have been happier with that than waiting another 3 months to see a different doctor.
Mm-hmm.
The whole system pissed me right off.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of things wrong.
That's my hot take.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's go on to our get to know us questions.
One thing I wanted to say, what's your favorite thing to treat though?
Oh,
because we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, currently I would say anything gender affirming is my favorite thing to treat, even if it's just a patient that identifies as non-binary, but they're coming in with something that would like not be considered gender affirming care as a diagnosis.
Yeah.
I just love that population and being an affirming clinician for people.
That's awesome.
My main thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
And my favorite patients to treat are people with chronic pain, people that have like it all. They have like the urinary issues. They have like the constipation. They have like impaired coordination. They like can't get into routine, all of that. I would say like people coming in that are like obviously like lost and have nowhere to go and have tried it all, have been to a lot of doctors. Like there's just something you're missing. And I think it's more focusing on like the down training.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I would say.
It's cool to hear like how your ideal patient has changed over the years of this podcast even.
It has. It's changed so much because like I get a lot of patients that have been to PT before that it didn't work for them and they kind of don't trust it, or they've been to like ortho PT, or even they've been to another pelvic floor PT, and I feel like I'm so good at figuring out a puzzle and thinking out of the box. And I really like those patients and being like, I know I can get you somewhere, and if we get stuck, like I know how to pivot. I feel pretty confident in that.
That's cool.
So I do like the chronic pain and the people who have it all.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's get into some more fun questions that are maybe a little bit more rapid fiery.
Rapid fiery. Okay. Do you want to start?
So these are some questions, guys, that you guys have submitted to us, and some questions that we've created for ourselves to help you get to know us more and just to kind of figure out who we are a bit. And yeah. That's why we're doing this. Moving on.
Get to know your pelvic freaks.
Okay, let's do it. So, Amanda, what reality TV character are you and why?
Okay, this happened to me, but also I do identify as a Paige DeSorbo now. It's the most, I get Paige DeSorbo and Charlie XCX are my two like lookalikes right now that I'll get. And at first I didn't like listen to Giggly Squad and I wasn't in the Bravoverse yet. But now that I have watched Summer House, I'm like, you know what? I do identify with Paige the most out of anyone on the show because of her her breakup specifically and how she handled it, and is just single in her 30s and not really giving a fuck about dating and just really confident in who she is and has a cat and like is living her like business owner life. I totally relate to that. I just feel like her hot takes, I relate to them, and I'm a Paige.
Yeah, I see it.
How about you?
I also want to go off of that. Amanda, I made her a Nintendo. I have Tamagotchi Dream Life. I made her a me, and it just looks like Charlie XCX is walking around my island, like picking flowers and shit.
I think with the hair extensions, especially.
Yeah,
I'm rocking Charlie these days.
For sure. And the curls look good. A reality TV character I am and why. I was struggling with this one. Of one that I would wanted to be like that inspires me a lot is Ariana Madix. I always like thought she was such a cool chill girl watching Vanderpump Rules. I was like, I just love her. And someone who I feel like is similar to me is the vibes of Gabby Wendy, especially on Traders, when everyone was just like, oh, Gabby's just pretty and like there. Like she doesn't really know what's going on. I feel like I get that a lot with like, I remember when I was a kid, like if someone said I was stupid or something or like ditzy, it would like piss me off because I'm like actually really fucking smart. And I think it's just like my ADHD like personality and I'm goofy and it seems like I don't take things seriously. So I feel like I can relate to her, and then like her winning traders and just like being such a badass, and then having like a cool podcast and being so outspoken and bold and just like posting the most random shit on social media, but still being like so cool, and also a nurse. I feel like I just relate to that.
You're so Gabby Windy to me. And it was exactly the scene in Traders where someone's like, I actually think you're really smart. And she goes, I never said I was dumb.
No,
like,
I literally...
That scene, I'm like, that's totally Hannah.
Yeah.
Like, you have that energy.
Even Austin didn't really understand Gabby Windy when we were watching it. I was like, no, like, she's going to win this thing. Yeah. I know it.
Yeah.
Because that's me.
No, yeah. And it's like you said it best, but your energy is so approachable because you have this like lighthearted feel to you, but you have substance. Like you're a smart ass bitch.
Yeah, man.
That's what I love about you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We're so cool.
We're so cool. All
right. Next question. What are you flopping about right now? Which Amanda wrote this and I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
My flop era is with phone admin. And you know it. You live it.
Dude. I was like out of town. Where even was I? I was like
I was in Vancouver and you were in Kentucky, right?
Maybe. And I was like I text Amanda something about the podcast, no response. And then I text like, oh my God, look at this reel, so funny. No response. And then I'm like, what do you think about this? No response. And I'm just like, exclaim the message. I'm like, actually, do you hate me? And do you want to fire me and also not do this podcast anymore?
Dude, I wish I had a good excuse, but my excuse is that I just don't be doing it. It's like my roommate and I have a system now where we'll be on the couch and we have dedicated phone admin time at night where we hold each other accountable to send texts back. That's how bad it's gotten. Let alone Hinge profile data. Like, it's so overwhelming to me because you know, when you text someone back, then they text you back and then you have to respond again. Yeah. It never ends.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Where does it end? Why does texting have to be like that?
Going off of that, Amanda is the type of person that texts you like she fucking hates you and wants to kill you.
No, I don't.
No exclamation point. No emoji.
No, I definitely don't. Yeah, no,
it's like
that's
the
true.
Quickest reply. Like she like sent it. It's like she like voice sent it or something.
Okay, you know what? You know why I just learned that my communication style is direct and you're definitely inferential.
What's that mean?
So inferential is when you need the context around it and you need more padding to like understand the situation. Like if you ask me a question, if you ask me how my day is and I say good, that's like a full answer from me. But you're probably wanting to know like the details and the emotion around it. Whereas like if I ask you a question, you're already like explaining so much to get to the answer. And we are opposite communication styles. So I think in texting, you always think I hate you.
Like, no, and I don't actually think that because I just know that's how you text. But I have so many friends that are like that. Like they just text like bare bones text.
Yeah.
Or some friends that like don't have capital letter. They don't use the capitalization. Just like, oh, like grinds my gears. I'm like, oh, you're too cool to like capitalize your text to me. Like, what do you mean? But I have so many friends that don't capitalize their texts.
So funny.
And I'm like, I read into that, but like, I just know.
Yeah. I can throw in some exclamation points for you.
Thank you. Actually don't, because now I'm going to read into it too much.
So true.
I'm like, oh my God, she's trying too
I'll just
hard.
be myself.
I support that.
All right. What are you flopping in right now?
What am I flopping in right now? Figuring out how to style my hair would be what I'm flopping about right now.
Is it like the Air app that you're struggling with?
No, it's just like, what hair do I need? I don't know.
Are you like color cut vibes?
Yeah, I don't know what color my hair needs to be. I don't know what color it is. I don't know why my bangs are doing that. And I don't know how to use hairstyling products.
Yeah.
And I don't know what products to get. So I just need new, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
So yeah, that's my problem. And also doing my hobbies and finding enjoyment in them. I kind of just like am so comfortable in my home now that I just want to sit on my couch and like be
Isn't
calm.
that like the best worst
and
thing?
yeah, like I just like I can't. I'm like, do I really want to like go out and like talk to people, blah, blah. It's like I'm really comfy right now.
I mean, you did just go through like the moving phase.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that you need a breather.
Yeah, so I took a break from pole for a sec, but I'm taking my first one tomorrow.
Yeah, getting back into it did feel good.
Good.
I also had a break.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let's get into hobbies again. Oh, speaking of hobbies, I'm going to take a sewing class.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
End
going
of
to be fun.
July. I'm so excited. I'm going to be able to tailor my clothes.
Yeah, that's a good skill to have.
Okay. What show, book, or album changed your personality? Let's go.
So, like, obviously Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I grew up on that. It wasn't even the show in my time. I watched it on the DVDs. My dad, like, bought it for me one day, and then I was like, oh, yeah, like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's going to be my whole personality now. Everything about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then the one like album I would say was the Last Dinner Party Prelude to Ecstasy album. And going to that concert like was one of the one concerts that truly felt like it changed my life and my perception on everything. And I can't explain why. It just did. And if you're a person that gets life-altering feelings of change during a concert, then you understand. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's really good. And it's not even like, I think the album changed, but the show more so shaped. Like, because you were so young. So shape or change. They both make sense for this one.
Yeah.
I think I have 2 albums, same year, that shaped and changed. Eternal Sunshine, Ariana Grande, was my breakup album of all breakup albums. Because it was, I think ending that specific relationship was when I fully leveled up in life. That's where I needed to get out of that to realize the next era of my life, and everything got better. Friendships, business, romance, every single thing in my life. And that album and Ariana Grande in general, the energy she embodies and like put into that album really helped me get through that breakup. And I just felt like a baddie. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm leveling up. I'm going into the next era. Like if I want it, it's mine. And that's just her vibe.
There was Eternal Sunshine was playing this morning on my Alexa.
I love it. It's still a great album. And then Midwest Princess, obviously.
Oh, yeah, duh.
I think Midwest Princess held my hand while I was coming out as queer and in my first queer relationship. And it's a no-skip album. And it's just still to this day, if I listen to it, I'm like, oh my God, I feel all the things. Like it's just a perfect album.
Yeah, when I listened to that album, it was before I knew I was bisexual or whatever. And I was like, oh, why do I like actually love this and relate to this so much?
It's like, maybe I should look into these
Maybe I
lyrics.
should think about it. But, and then you like take an Am I Gay quiz.
Yep. 1000%.
And it's like 50-50.
It's like, who knows? Sometimes you like boys, sometimes you like girls. And then I threw in Throne of Glass for a book series that, again, just helped me shape my main character energy because I relate to Aelin so much in some of her stuff that she went through.
Cool.
Loved it. And
Can't wait to read it.
So good.
Whenever I get to it, maybe in 3 years.
Yeah. That's so true. All right, let's go to 5.
All right. What are your red flags?
Okay. My red flags, as in someone is dating me and they're like, that's a red flag. I am fully bought in to astrology, witchcraft, mindset work. Like the ultra hyper feminine stereotype of like a woman who's just like, I'm in this energy, so things are working out. Obviously, I care so much about the world and what's happening, and I don't detach that. I detach that from reality, right? But for my personal being, that stuff has helped me so much. And you're not gonna like hear me talk about a full moon ceremony as a joke. Like I'll do that shit, and I fully believe I'm like releasing energy that month, and I'm bought into it. And I know that people think that's a red flag, or they're like, "Oh my God, she blames her whole personality on being an Aries," and I'm like, "No, I don't do that." But I do believe that being an Aries is significant in my life.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
There's no part of me that thinks it has nothing to do with me. So yeah, I would say that's my red flag.
Yeah, that's crazy of you. No, just
So
kidding.
crazy.
I very much relate. The nails look really good, by the way. If
Thank
you want to show them.
My bisexual nails for pride.
Yeah, that's so good.
Woo.
And these are my bisexual nails for pride. If you guys can relate, this is even more fucking realistic.
Yours are actually more queer. That's so good.
For people that don't have video, I just never have my nails done. It doesn't happen. And now I don't ever have my toes done either.
Yeah, I do. Because
Never.
my dogs are too ugly without it.
Okay, yeah, my red flag is I don't have my ADHD meds figured out and probably never will. And then also that I'm busy 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Make a plan get on my schedule in 2 months for PT and also get on my schedule for life in 3 months maybe.
Yeah.
And then I can see you for coffee.
But you know what? I like it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we talked about like hottest healthcare takes, which was pretty hot. We have pretty hot healthcare takes, but hottest lifestyle takes. Going back to bladder irritants, because I guess I just don't care about them as much anymore. I love Diet Coke and I don't care, and it's back. It had an era of where people weren't doing Diet Coke, and everyone was like, "It's bad for you. It's like bad sweetener," and I'm like, you know what? I actually don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna drink it. And now we have a fridge full of only Diet Cokes.
Yeah. Big and little sizes. That's your guilty pleasure.
And then and that's for guilty pleasure. I would say, okay, actually, wait, I have another lifestyle hot take.
Okay.
My guilty pleasure is so lame, but taking an edible and playing my Switch. It's just the
lovely.
best. But my other hot take is that you can actually do anything you want. Your mindset is just limited. So like, even I was on a bachelorette party and I was asking, I like to ask people this. I'm like, if money was no object, if, whatever, what would you want to do with your life, or what do you want to be? I like asking adults that because I'm really intrigued by what people are actually doing for work and in their life, and seeing what they actually want to, where they want to be, and seeing how they really don't think they can do that. Because I feel like kids are asked all the time, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then as an adult, you just fall into society somehow. But people lose their dream and their drive. And then you just like, you go to family and kids and like things like that. So I asked this one girl, and she was like, I really just want to be I've always wanted to be an actress, but like, obviously I can't do that. And then the other thing she was like, and then my other more realistic one is that I want to open a doggy daycare, but like make it very luxe and very boutique-y and whatever. And I was like, why do you think you can't do those things? Like, why can't you just take an acting class and then maybe like also do the whatever? And we got into like this whole conversation, and then she talked to me at the end, and she was like, you inspired me so much. And she was like obsessed. And I felt like the conversation was just really good. So I think that your mindset is limited and you can actually do things. I think so many people have goals, and this is why I think you can do it, because so many people have limited mindsets that if you actually just have the mindset for it and just do it, that you'll succeed, because all the other people that really want to do it aren't doing it, whatever it is that you want to do.
I love that.
Yeah.
That kind of goes into my hot takes. This is going to sound harsh, but you're making your life harder than it needs to be. With nuance, always. But my life got easier when I decided it was going to be easier. And I'm not saying my life is like easy. Like, I have more responsibility and obligations than I've ever had in my life right now, and more stress that it's associated with that. But I'm happier. And I'm like, okay, I'm actually doing things I like, because I just decided I was going to start doing things I like and make it happen. And like, I feel like you can relate to that too. Like, we both kind of just did that for ourselves. And so one example of this, I'm going to drag my mom because I know she doesn't listen to the podcast, but you know how I'm freezing my eggs?
Yeah.
So I tell her that, and her immediate reaction is, well, aren't you worried about them getting the embryos mixed up when you go to use them and having like to carry someone else's child? Like, that happened to this one person. And I'm like, no, because that's not going to happen to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know that that's not going to happen to me. I trust the process. I went somewhere that I trust. Thinking that way just feels so limiting to me. Like, let me find the bad thing about whatever I'm doing and cling to that idea. Like, you're constantly thinking in the negative about things.
You can find the worst.
You can find the worst in everything, or the reason to not do it. Yeah. So you're making your life harder than it needs to be, because when you're on the other side of that, you can see it so clearly. I think that's what it is. And it's the same situation as like, oh, I can see these people are you never know like the ins and outs of someone's relationship, but you can tell when it's like a blatantly toxic relationship. But when you're in that, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And it feels the same way with mindset work, where I'm like, I this is a main focus for me right now, especially as a business owner, because there's a lot of mindset work that goes into leadership. And I feel like I'm at a place where I can spot it when it's limited in other people. So,
Oh yeah, you can definitely start spotting it.
oh my gosh. My other hot take,
It's the little things they say.
Yeah.
Always. Tiny.
It's the negativity. It's framing everything in the negative, right? It's so easy to pick out. And it's not, I wouldn't call myself a highly optimistic person. I don't think the world is great. I don't think life is necessarily a gift. I have very strong takes about what life actually is and the meaning of all of this, but my life is good because I refuse to not let it be good. I think that's my hot take.
I hate that I just went because they told me I do that at work.
Wait, that's so funny.
So every time they like when we go around at work and they say how their weekend went, I always go okay, and Sam, how was your week?
That's so funny.
I just did to you.
I have another hot take.
Anyways, I agree.
Acronyms bad. Don't do them. They always sound pretentious, and they sound like you're trying to make the other person feel stupid.
Yeah, you've said this before, right?
I'll say it to the grave.
I'll say it and I'll say it again.
I'll say it and I'll say it again. I hate them. And
it
then,
doesn't bother me that much, but I support my friend, so stop doing it.
yeah, thank you. Another one. The devil doesn't need a fucking advocate. Stop saying that. Another one. Get over it.
What does that mean? I've never heard of that.
When people say, oh, to play devil's advocate, what if a man was in that? The devil doesn't need a fucking advocate. You don't need to make this about men. It's usually fucking about men. So stop doing that. Like, shut up. Stop saying it. If you're saying you're playing devil's advocate, stop doing that.
Yeah, why do I want to focus on negativity?
Literally. And then get over it. That's my last one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Have you tried getting over it? That's Amanda's saying.
Have you tried getting over it?
I'm going to make your me start saying that.
Wait, I love
when
that.
When your me introduces itself to some people, it goes, hey, freak.
I love that. Okay. Who would you say your first queer icon was before you had the language around it?
Okay. I think this is why visibility is so important, because my first queer relationship I saw in TV was when I was a kid and I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Willow Rosenberg and Tara, their relationship when she found out that she was a lesbian in college, and having that relationship shown. And like you had, okay, if you're in the Buffyverse, you know, you have Buffy's relationships with Angel, like Spike, whatever. But Willow's relationships were also shown in their development too. Her development with her relationships. It wasn't just like Buffy and her relationships only. And when I was a kid, I was just like, oh yeah, like it's normal for like two women to be in a relationship. That makes sense to me. And then I grew up and like went to high school, whatever, and there was no gay people around me ever. And I was just like, oh, maybe it's not normal. I don't know. But like as a kid, when I saw that on TV, a show that I was like obsessed with, I was like, oh yeah, this is perfectly normal. And I love their relationship and I love them together. And I didn't think anything about it.
Yeah.
So I love Willow, and she's a witch too. And she's
Incredible.
a really powerful witch.
That's so good.
And wait, I'm going to put a spoiler alert. Yeah. And Tara's death scene was just like, it's still like the one death scene that like fucking kills me inside. Like that's the worst death scene in Buffy.
I didn't get the spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Tough.
You should really watch Buffy.
I should.
You really should.
But now
it's like,
I know
it's
Tara's gonna die.
It's very much 90s, but hey, I said spoiler alert.
Okay.
And then wait, my other one. This is
so
important.
True.
This is important.
So true.
My other one, because, you know, went to high school, college, whatever, I was always around all straight people all the time. And I really didn't find a place to be able to come out until I had more queer friends and a better queer community where I realized, where I had the option to think about it more. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Because like the people I was surrounded with, obviously like were open to that idea and wouldn't have shamed me, but I just didn't have like the voice for it or the words or people to talk to.
There's overt
to
shame
understand
and covert shame.
Yeah.
They were like, you didn't feel safe enough to say it because you don't know how it's going to be received.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. And then just like having more queer friends and being able to talk about it without having like the right words, I guess, and then help me develop a sense of who I am. Anyways,
Totally.
when I'm older, when I watched Vanderpump Rules, and I already said Ariana Madix, but a specific episode when she had her first Pride and she held up her bi flag and she was still in a relationship with Tom Sandoval. And I was like, oh, like it's okay to be in a relationship with a man and come out as bi. And I was like, I hope that I can do that one day and like go to Pride. But I was in Kentucky still and like didn't have that community. And I was like, I don't know if like I'll ever be able to do that. And I'm happy that I could.
I straight up didn't know she was queer.
She's bisexual.
I don't know anything about her. I have to get into Vanderpump next.
Oh, Vanderpump Rules is like the best.
That's my next Bravo
It was so
Sphere
good,
show.
especially because it's like 2010s. So they're like fashion is hilarious and it's
love
awesome
that.
and it's gritty.
I'll get in. I'll get into it. Mine was Brooke Davis from One Tree Hill / Sophia Bush, who is a current celebrity crush of mine. And I don't think I ever had... It was that and then Elizabeth Swann from Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's be real. But Sophia Bush, Brooke Davis, is someone who just like always... I just always wanted to like be her, but then I didn't realize it was like a real crush. And I'm like, actually, I think I'm in love with you. And then so for Sophia Bush to come out as queer and have a girlfriend, it just felt like a full circle queer moment where I was like, oh, this was always gay of me.
Yeah, dude, that's like it's the best when you're like you really relate to a person on TV and also in real life, because like even when people are acting, I feel like you just like get bits of like who they really are too.
Yeah.
But in real life, and then you see and find out that they're also queer is the best feeling, because I'm like, oh, I get why I liked you so much.
Totally.
Like that was with Ariana. Like I always loved her in Vanderpump Rules. I was like, she's just so cool. Like I just like her a lot. And then when she had that episode, I was like, okay, yeah,
duh.
I love that.
Yeah, because like attracts like. You know, but you don't know. It's so fascinating.
Yeah. Thank you for Ariana for coming out, because it helped me to come out. And I hope I help others.
Woo! I'm sure you will.
What? Thoughts? Okay, let's go on. Let's move on. Let's get the fuck on. Okay, what's something you want but you have trouble admitting?
It's not even that I have trouble admitting it. Like I genuinely I have a lot of like mental health that I've worked on. I want like to feel peace internally.
Yeah.
It's hard to admit because the things I'm passionate about make me angry and like make me feel passionate. And I feel like I'm a bad advocate if I'm not passionate or angry enough. But I'm at the age where if something is like fully impacting my inner peace, I have to approach it in a way where I can still show up and advocate and be that person, but I don't let it impact my personal bubble in a way that's going to be detrimental to my life and how I show up.
Because then you get compassion fatigue.
It's like, it's recognizing that yes, anger is important. Like having emotion is important, but it's when it takes that next level of like, I don't know what to do because nothing matters and I can't help anything. And then you're like stuck in a place where you can't actually do anything. Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of us felt that in the past year with like the ICE raids in Chicago. There was stuff where it's like, how much can I show up for my community right now at once? And I'm being burnt out and I'm sad and I'm depressed and all of this is really sad and upsetting. And finding the balance of that. So it's hard to admit because I'm like, I don't want it to come across as like, I don't actually want to care, because like that's not true at all.
No.
But it's like you have to find a balance of what you can do at what given moment.
Yeah. Like if I show up for one thing, but I don't show up for this one for specific event, doesn't mean I don't care. It's just like it can only do so much as a person too. And you have to choose the thing. You have to choose. But compassion fatigue is real. I feel like that is one of the reasons. I was talking to my friends about this on like Thursday after a dance class we took. I think that's one of the reasons why I felt very emotionally flat lately. I feel like I was like building. I'm just like boom, flatlining. I got to find the drive again. Exactly.
Yeah. What's yours?
What was the question?
What's something you want but have trouble admitting?
Oh, mine's a little bit more superficial. Sorry.
It's okay.
I want a private jet, but I know it's bad for the environment, so I'm not gonna do it. But that would be great. I hate flying commercial. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, commercial. No, that's a good one, because that's like a true good one. Also, I'm not at the point where like I'll avoid personal travel. I'll fly commercial, don't get me wrong, but there's people that avoid travel because air travel is like bad for the environment in general, whether it's private or commercial. And I'm like, I'm too selfish. I think I need to like experience the world and travel. And so sometimes I do feel like a bad person by doing that.
And I want to travel in luxe at all times. Yeah. I like to be luxurious and bougie. That's my other guilty.
Sorry,
pleasure.
I cut you off.
That's okay.
I also like traveling. I started checking a bag. I started doing bulkhead or like extra leg room, and it like makes my life better.
I hate taking my carry-on and putting it above.
I still do bring a carry-on.
Oh, but I hate it.
No, I do hate it. It is tough.
I need someone to put my carry-on above for me. I don't want to do it anymore.
With a lifter.
I don't want to do it anymore.
No, that's so fair. Well, you have a man in your life, so you can make him do that.
Yeah, or I can make other people do it for me around me.
Yeah, speaking of man in your life, what are your current thoughts? Wait, just kidding. Yeah, thoughts on marriage and bachelorette parties, etc.
Okay, what are my thoughts on bachelorette parties, marriage? My thoughts are that I am bored.
Perfect.
And I think I need people to be more unique. Yes. And crazy with it.
Okay, I love this.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's
think
like
outside the box a little bit, you know?
With batch or marriage or both?
Both, I would say. Yeah. Because I'm just not a traditional person. But I want, like, for bachelorette parties, like, I need something new and exciting for this trip. I need something to bring us girls together. I don't want it to be like the college friends, the high school friends, and then we're all like, I need it to be some type of like bonding experience, like a summer camp, and we come out stronger in the end. I've talked about this before. I think like I need us to like accomplish something together. I need us all to grow closer and find community. I need there to be a purpose. I know it needs to be about the bride for sure. And like, these are all your friends, but like, I don't know. I need there to be something different. It can't just be like going to Florida and doing the lingerie party and like going out drinking one night and then doing like a boat the other night. It needs to be more unique. And it doesn't even have to involve drinking.
Yeah.
It can be crazier than that. Not like drugs or anything, but just like, I don't know.
It'd be crazy.
Make me like, take me on some kind of like
ayahuasca trip.
No, not even like related to that, but like introduce me to some spiritual guide and make us all share our deepest, darkest secrets together in the woods and make us camp out or something. Like I need some kind of thing like that. Or like, yeah, like how my friend did the reality show thing. Like that was freaking sick and unique. I need something unique.
Here's my thing. I think I want to, for my bachelorette party, because I'm years away from this at this point. I'm not even in a relationship right now. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I think this will be exciting because by the time I have a bachelorette party, I'll have money, right? Like actual money, like adult money. So I can just like rent a place and say like, come or don't come, get there. We're going to do this stuff. And it's going to be like so fun, like a 30s bachelorette party that like people can. I want to do something with fashion. Like, I don't know what I want to do.
Another thing, weddings, they need a performance.
Oh my God, yes.
It needs to be like you sit down dinner and it's like, okay, for our first performance, and it's like a show.
Literally same. Because what are you doing with this first dance that you're just standing there? Listen, I would rather be caught dead than doing first dance like that. No offense. Do what feels right for you.
No.
But I want to put on a show or have someone put on a show.
It needs to be an event. It needs to be if you're going to do a wedding, it needs to be an event.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like obviously for you, but also like just you have the opportunity to bring so many people together in a room, like force them to watch like a cool show that you like. Force them to watch like some type of like people reenact a Hamilton show. I don't know.
Obsessed with that.
Like
something
have pole
weird.
dancers, have like whatever. I went to this engagement party last night and it was literally like a mini wedding. They had a cocktail hour and a reception and a dinner. And then her cousins performed dances for us.
I love that.
And it was amazing.
That's so I love a cunty fun party. So I always say, and I guess I'll give my answer to this question. I care way less about everything in my 30s. It like truly felt like a switch flipped when I turned 30, where I was like, oh, I no longer feel this like pressure to be married by 30, start having kids. Like maybe I want that one day, but my life doesn't revolve around dating for that. Like I just feel happy with who I am and whatever. So my take on like weddings and bachelorette parties is so different too. Because I think I was a kid who pictured my wedding. I did. I was like, what am I going to wear? Where do I want it to be? Like I was a wedding kid for sure. So I think it's hard to come to terms with that switch when you are like a kid who has a vision. And my family's like pretty traditional Italian immigrants. So like they value like increasing the family bloodline and having a bunch of kids. And like I've always been asked like, when are you having kids? When are you having kids? So I think getting past that in my 20s feels like I'm free now.
Oh, yeah.
To just do it when I want to do it and how I want to do it. That being said, I fucking love a surprise wedding. But like everyone will know kind of because it'll be like white tie, like a step above black tie. Like I want New York fashion week
exactly
for my wedding. Like black tie, but fashion. And then there's like a theme. It's like a themed party. It's going to be so cunty.
Yeah.
Pole dancers for sure. Like, I just think if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it so fun and
then you got to do it.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity. It's your wedding. Everyone's going to like show up for you.
There's nothing I hate more than people that like get married to appease someone else. Like, oh, I'm just doing this for my wedding because that's what my grandma wants. Like, oh, it's your wedding. Why are you doing that? And I get it. Like, maybe grandma's paying for your wedding. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
And then, people are always like, I'm always worried about like what other people think, whatever. If you just do what you really, really want to do and you think it's cool, then you're not going to care.
Yeah.
But if you start doing like, and you're like, oh, maybe I should have this food because grandma likes this and whatever. It's like, oh, and then now you're going to be worried that no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? My other hot take is that divorce is a slay.
I think being a divorcee is so hot.
When I was growing up and I was a child, I was like, because my parents are divorced, and I'm like, oh, maybe like I'm like, divorce is fine actually, and actually a good thing, and it shouldn't be framed as a bad thing.
It's another example of like you'll never like failure is a part of success, right? Like you tried, and it failing, quote unquote. If that means you get divorced and you're happier and you find someone who's a better fit, that's fine. It's literally fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm giving so many hot takes, but I think like the word divorce when I was younger used to be like such a bad word. Like that's so bad. But now I imagine like a hot woman in like a tight black dress and like black glasses, like divorce walking down like New York, like Manhattan, like, you know what, like owning her shit. Like I don't see divorce as like a negative connotation anymore. I'm like, oh, like you guys knew it wasn't working and you got out of it and it's for the best because that change needs to happen for you.
Totally. I agree. I love these takes.
Wow, we have such hot takes today.
You're
really learning about us.
Speaking of hot takes, what do you think about having kids these days?
I think that kids are totally great and fine. So many people are like, I hate kids. Kids ruin your life, whatever. If you're cool people, you're going to have cool kids.
Oh, I like that.
Just be cool.
Yeah.
Be cool and you're going to have cool kids. But yeah, I agree. It's probably really hard. It's really hard, really expensive. So you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
But
my issue with kids is more the moral dilemma right now. Because there's so many people that are like, it's selfish to bring kids into this world when global warming and all this shit's... And I'm like, I see that. I do. Like, is this actually a good... My thing is, here's my hot take. If I, at my core, truly feel like life is a gift that I can give someone, I will have a child.
Yeah.
If I am still of the mindset that like life is more bad than good, or like it's not a gift, like I love my life. I really do. But for a lot of my life, I always said I wish I was never born. And like I didn't really get to this place until very recent years. Yeah. So I'm like, if I can maintain this and I like actually feel like it's worth living, not that was dramatic. No, worth giving to I liked it. Worth giving life to another human being. Then I will have a child because I know I can do it. And I know I would have fun with it. I feel like I would enjoy having a child, but I like don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm freezing my eggs. I just don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I am not a person that's like totally against kids.
Yeah.
So
It could be fun.
I think
You
that
with a kid would crack me up though.
I think I would be really cool.
Yeah. You need a son.
I think my kid would be really cool.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But that is my hot take. Like if you want, your kids can be, I've met so many cool kids that are just like, I'm like, dude, I literally could like hang out with you regularly because you're cool.
Yeah.
And you're like 9.
Yeah.
So
No, I do
kids
like
can
it.
be cool.
But my hot take is like, I don't want to do some of the, I don't think I want to be like a stay-at-home mom. I think I would need either a partner who wants to like be more home. I think I just really like my life. So I do feel selfish and I'm like, I don't think I'd want to stop my job or like what I do. So I think there is some lifestyle stuff I got to figure out too. I'm like, I don't want to like go to PTA meetings and I don't want to do scooters outside.
Especially not razor scooters. Those things are the devil.
No, they scare me.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
We don't have to think about that right now. We got to get this podcast on tour first.
We literally do. All right. Thoughts on dating? You are in a relationship, so.
Oh, yeah. But I never really did it, if I'm being honest.
You did a little.
Not really.
Like twice.
I like didn't date. Like I didn't go on dates.
True. You really didn't.
Like I would like meet people and then here's my thing. I always was in relationships, but never dating. Mm-hmm. And I think that now that I've dove into ADHD, I'm realizing it's very much ADHD because ADHD people love bomb. So when you fall for someone, you fall super hard. And then when like the love bombing, it like you get the dopamine hit because like you really like this person. And then when that magic fades, aka the honeymoon phase, I guess for some people, but I think it's just like you're getting used to it. It's less exciting and new for people with ADHD. Then you actually realize what you like. So I always would like date someone. I'm like, oh yes, this is amazing. And then depending on how exciting it was for me was how long that like relationship lasted, I think. And then I would like kind of like tire out and then realize like, oh, this is actually what my brain thinks of this person. And then I would get out of that relationship.
Yeah.
And then now that I have like in a good solid relationship, I know because like when I had that ADHD spike and then now I can like maintain that and I'm still super, super happy is how I know I'm in it good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Anyways,
I do know what you mean.
That's my realization with ADHD and dating.
That's a pretty big realization.
It is.
And you managed to like find a good relationship without even realizing that.
I know.
So that's great.
Well, that's like it happened where I mean, not to get too deep, but like I'm really bad at texting my partner back sometimes. And he was like, are you just not like interested in me right now? I'm like, no, I just don't like, I have ADHD. I'm like all over the place. And that's how we like realized that it was my ADHD and not just like a character flaw.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then now I can like work on that and like actually like I have to remind myself like, okay, I have to like text him back for his sanity and for his anxiety. I can't just be like, oh my God, I'm so busy. Like I just don't have time. Like I just have to actively go out of my way to do that.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't think I'm losing my mind, you know?
Yeah. That's a good realization.
ADHD and dating. I've been doing a lot of research on it.
Well, funny you mentioned that because OCD and dating is a whole nother thing.
Oh my God.
I go back and forth on dating. I'm currently I'm so sick of being in long distance relationships. And like, I just want someone here that's consistent, but I don't need a partner right now. I think I feel really independent. I feel like I don't need to prioritize going on dates right now because I feel really happy. But like a week out of the month when I'm super horny and like needy, I'm like, it'd be nice to have someone in Chicago that like I like and want to date.
Yeah.
I think that's just where I'm at.
Yeah. You just need someone here.
I need someone here, and it doesn't even have to be like I never close off the opportunity for like the love of my life. Like I've never once been that way when people are like, "Oh, I'm really not looking for something right now." I'm like, I don't feel that way. I'm always open to meeting the love of my life. Happy for them to hop along anytime, but the effort of like planning dates and going on dates for that is not what I'm into right now. I think I want something that feels easy breezy and like here and aligns with my life right now. That's where I'm at.
Wow, we have so many realizations we're coming to.
Yeah.
We've grown so much.
It's crazy.
I did not expect us to get really deep today.
I know, I didn't either.
Wow, these questions were good.
These are good. And we're not even done.
Oh my God. Okay. We might have to. Are you guys getting bored? We're going to rapid fire some more.
We're going to rapid fire.
But you'll love these juicy questions. Okay. Next.
Okay. Next. Existential questions.
Okay.
What are you currently pretending to have figured out?
I'm pretending to have actual work-life balance because I can't stop working because I care too much.
Yeah, you like it. And, I feel that.
Like I need to but I need to balance with my life.
Yeah, you really do.
I need to take a vacation.
I was talking to my new personal trainer about this, TJ, and I came to the realization that I have to have trips booked because if I'm not like physically out of Chicago, I have weekends don't exist for me right now. I'm like, I can open my laptop and do clinic stuff and like I can go into the office. I can just like do so much shit. And it's like, yeah, I might take a pool day every once in a while, but I feel like I don't actually take a break unless I'm out of Chicago.
I can't truly relax unless I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
I was talking to my patient about this because she was like telling me how even when you're home, like there's just home stuff to do. You can do laundry, you can clean, you can do this, you can do this. Yeah, I can't truly relax.
Yeah.
And just chill.
Yeah.
I need to be in another dimension.
I know. We got to work on this.
We'll do more travel.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
Mine is like what I want in life / kids, which we already kind of talked about. I think I just have to figure out what my like real goals are with all of that. Because I feel like my business goals are very clear and like I never had an issue with that. Mm-hmm. What version of yourself are you still grieving?
My version is my purple hair era.
Oh, that's good.
Because I truly didn't give a fuck. And
Yeah,
I was
that's
doing
really cool.
actually whatever I wanted and like experimenting the most.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And yeah, I kind of miss that person sometimes.
I kind of miss the version of me that like really trusted all in like, this sounds like so bad when I say it out loud. Early 20s dating Amanda. It does have to do with dating. She was so like, I'm going to marry this person. Like, I love them. They're my person. And now I'm kind of like, I'm so far beyond that again, where I'm like, I love this person, but I know I could love another person. And I know that there's not just one person for me, which is fine. I like the development. I like where I am in life. But there was something like, it was just more like teen angst energy where I was like, this is everything to me. Everything. Like having that emotion around it was so, and now I feel more balanced, which is good. But I do sometimes miss that chaos.
Okay.
It was fun.
It might creep back into you, dude.
Who knows? Who knows?
Okay. Let's see. When do you feel most like yourself?
Definitely in LA in the mountains. Like me and my best friend Ayla from college, we went on a hike when I was out there in the fall. And it just brought me right back to the era where I started getting outside more and just doing hobbies that I really enjoyed. And I loved LA, Amanda. She was cool.
I still haven't been to LA.
We got to go.
Let's go, please.
Next work trip.
Okay, cool. Mine is like in my new home because I love my new home so much. And it's slowly coming together. And when it's fully together, I know I'm going to feel amazed.
I love that.
Okay.
Current goals, big life goals. We have the same ones.
Yeah, we have the same goals.
Grow in the Pelvic Institute, grow in the podcast, traveling more, building our dream homes, and family.
Yeah.
I mean, those
I
are
agree.
the big O's, right?
Yeah. That was pretty easy.
Happiness.
I got my goals sorted out. I fucking know what I want.
Yeah.
I know what I want and I know what I'm getting.
Okay, what are your small ones? I feel like these are harder.
My small changes.
Yeah. That you're working on.
Literally the same thing. I just need to balance my schedule.
Yeah.
I feel like if I just find some type of balance, then no one can stop me.
Yeah, you've got some organization stuff to work on.
Yeah.
I would say mine is like my current challenge is being proactive about stuff. So like I can be a chaos demon when I go out and date and I'm like, oh, this just seems fun for a while, but I'm like, I should be a little more intentional.
Yeah.
So like dating with intention, freezing my eggs is an example, like prepping for the future a little bit, even though I know that I'm in this era where I feel really good alone.
Yeah.
So I think that's my like thing.
I
I'm
was
setting myself up for success.
Me and Amanda recently read this book where we had to do like values work. So I deep dove into like what my values are, and you can only choose 2 words. And my 2 words are balance and authenticity. And I think when I'm straying away from those 2 values is when I'm the most strung out. So if I'm like not being authentically me and who I am, and I'm not finding balance, then I'm just pooped out. So those are my challenges, I would say, that I need to like stay on.
Love that. Current wins.
I'm more calm and less anxious.
It's really good.
A lot of the time.
I could see it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really great.
That's great.
That's huge.
That's huge, actually.
Big, some would say.
Getting your mental state under control is just so underrated. It makes everything better.
Learning how to get it under control.
Yeah.
It fluctuates. It ebbs and flows.
For
but
sure.
Having skills to like bring you down to earth.
No, yeah. It's that inner piece of it. Mine would be, current wins would be the business expansion. Seems to be going well so far. We made it to 100 episodes. Here's a big one for me personally. I haven't lived alone since before my live-in relationship back in like 2023. We broke up in 2024, but I had lived with him for a year before that. Before I moved in with him, I lived alone, studio apartment, like Amazon furniture, really cheap stuff, just not making money, I still did it cute, but it wasn't like my dream. And I feel like I'm actually going to be able to furnish my new apartment that I'm moving into by myself with my 2 cats the way I want it to be. And just like having that, like I get to live alone in a place that feels really like home.
It's going to be so exciting. I walked. Why am I lying? I walked past your apartment on the 606.
Oh, yeah. You could probably see in my unit.
Probably. That's another hot take I have, is that everyone should have 2 cats.
Oh, yeah, you really do.
I did tell you that earlier, right?
Yeah, like authentically off camera.
Yeah.
Not that we're not authentic on camera, but that was like, I firmly believe everyone should have 2 cats. And I was like, we're not filming right now. It's like,
no, it's the best. Yeah. It's easier than having 1 cat too.
The day we're filming this, I'm picking up my second cat. I'm picking her up today. Her name is Bizou.
So cute.
Bibi Zuzu. Zooey.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Souffle.
Okay, we get.
Come on.
No,
I already
I'm
have
just
so many
kidding.
nicknames.
I'm just kidding. I have my Feexy baby.
Feexy baby. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's finish up with a few more. Gratitude. What are 3 things you're grateful for?
Mine would be all people, probably. Family, my partner, and my friends.
No,
truly.
That's really sweet. I went more internal with it, but I love that. I think where my mindset is, I'm very grateful for like the work I've done there, and then opportunity. I feel like I've just had so much opportunity that I'm super grateful for and has gotten me to where I am. My third thing I'm grateful for is trust of others to let me build.
Why are you
laughing at me? That was crazy.
I think I'm losing it. I'm sorry.
She's getting giggly, everyone. We've been recording this episode for a long time.
What you guys don't see is that we've been filming this for 3 hours.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
We've been taking breaks. We had lunch.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm really grateful for the community that trusts me to be building what I am with the Pelvic Institute. Like patients, you, practitioners. I always reference Hannah when I talk to like a new employee because she just like trusted the process right away, and no one else can join the company and I will ever have that opinion of them because now it's like a functioning company. But
exactly.
Like you joined it and you were like, I trust that you're going to make this a functioning company.
Can we hold hands for that?
Yeah, that was good. I told my new clinic director that the other day when I was training her.
Aww.
So yeah, that's something I will always be grateful for. Real.
Those are good grateful things.
Yeah.
You really thought about those. I was just like, oh yeah, my family and friends, my partner.
But that's legit.
It's legit. All right.
Okay, what are our dreams for the podcast? Let's finish this episode.
Honestly, my dream is community.
Me too. In Chicago, right?
Like really hard.
I want to start doing something in person. So if anyone's listening and you're local and you have an idea of what you'd love to see us at or how to see us participate, we don't need it to be about us. We can obviously facilitate and do live podcasting or something like that. But it's really about people who benefit from this content, like this content, coming together with each other too.
Yeah, like we love when things are about us. Don't get us wrong.
We love attention.
But we've grown. We understand. Everyone needs a little more attention than us sometimes.
We also love community. And we should probably go on tour, right?
We're like selfish assholes, but we realize it.
Yeah.
And we're really cool about it.
Yeah.
Assholes, non-derogatory.
I would say we're humble assholes, non-derogatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a perfect way to describe us.
We're bitches.
We're bitches.
All right.
All right. And why
tour, local community, and then just like a substantial growth soon. Like I just know.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
With the new stewed. Why haven't we given up on this? Because there have been moments that I don't feel like we ever had a moment that was give upable, but when we like got rid of video and we were like, we need to do audio, we're so burnt out. That could have been a moment where another podcast would say this probably isn't worth the stress that it's causing.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is hard. And there are seasons. And I feel like for us, they're not at the same time of year, so it's not really predictable. It just like is when everything kind of aligns into a perfect shitstorm of like, how are we even doing this on the weekends? But I love it so much.
It's just like, why don't we give up? It's just, I don't know. It just is who I am now.
It's not really something I see myself ever not doing.
Yeah, it's like what do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't see it as an option, I guess, because it makes so much sense.
This is like the job I have. I hope we start making money soon. That would be cool. But like the job I have that I could do forever.
Same.
I think this is something I could see us doing when we're like 60.
Yeah, like I don't see it ever stopping. I see change. Like I see us just continuing to evolve and give you guys what you need, and just being your little voices that you listen to all the time.
Yeah, like I got a text from one of my best friends the other day, and it never gets old. She texted me and she's like, I listened to your PMOS episode and you guys are so cool and smart and I loved it. And I was like, that just like, yes, it's nice to have the like ego boost to know like we're doing a good job. But also just to know that like people that I really value in my life also value this content. It's like, it's so nice.
Or when I meet people and they're like, I'm a pelvic freak. And I'm like, oh my God.
Literally.
Or I have patients that come and they're like, I found you from your podcast. That is like always so exciting for me.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Or even like current patients when they come in and they're like, oh yeah, I listened to this episode and I want to talk more about it. And we go into more detail.
Yeah.
Because you can only say so much on a friggin' podcast, you know?
I know. We can't be here literally all day.
Like we are today.
Literally.
Imagine if every episode was this long.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay, cool.
Guys.
That's it.
We made it through the questions.
Wow.
Do you feel like you know us better?
I mean, yeah, right?
I want everyone that made it to the end of this episode to either leave us a comment or send us a DM on Instagram or something with like what you learned about us that's new, what you relate to, what you want to hear more of. Tell us something about you. We want to get to know you.
I think you guys know me better than I know myself at this point.
Honestly. Sometimes I say things out loud in this room and I'm like, I didn't know I felt that way.
I didn't expect to say that.
Yeah.
Like today I said I don't think water's important. What does that mean?
That's not really what you said.
No, it's not.
Today I was like, oh, that's so funny.
Oh my God. What is happening here? Yeah. Guys, we have some more exciting guest episodes coming up, more exciting content. Get ready. It's going to get bigger and better and bolder every day.
We would love from you for our 100th episode to get us closer to 100 5-star reviews on Spotify and Apple.
Yes.
So please leave a rating if you're listening and you haven't yet. We want more reach and visibility and it helps us so much.
We do. Also, don't I look so good in blue? I think I found my color.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you. All right. Bye, pelvic freaks.
Bye, pelvic freaks.